everybody, welcome back to the Diamond Society. In the last episode we did some stuff. We finally got the replay mod working and we built this. It was actually easier for me to build with the replay mod because I didn't need to speak. Because sometimes with a full house, people floating around all the time, it's difficult to get recording time. So it was nice to be able to just build and then, just get on with it. It was more like, it was actually more like just playing Minecraft instead of making videos, which was, I really enjoyed. So this is what we built. For anyone who didn't see the last episode, it's worth a watch. I think so anyway. I'll just pillar up here and we might be able to get a better look. And I'll show you what we were going for. So obviously on the last video we seen the horns coming straight up and they were curling out to the front at first, but it looked too much like a rabbit. I have had a few comments saying this looks like a rabbit as well. It looks like the skull from Donnie Darko. It could be all those things. And if you watched the last video, before I put in the nose here and the dripping down lava, it actually looks like a guy with his head backwards so you can't see it, with his arms up in the air and his legs like he's celebrating, like he's just scored a goal. That's what I see. Let me know what you guys see. Hopefully you see some kind of demonic face eventually. We've got some eyes, horns, we've got some tusks, and we've got some horrible teeth. So yeah, just a bit of fun, but I think it adds some new dimensions to our base. So if we have a little look around here, we've got a bit more detail. This wall is going to go higher, it's going to come all the way around, and this, it's not going to stay flat because it's going to have to curl round, and because I can see all this is going to dome in a little bit, so I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but our tower is going to go up, and then maybe, I don't know, we'll see what's what, but the tower's going to, I don't know, the black will probably start around this point, will it? No? Around here. So if this curls up, and then this has all got to curl in as well, or it's got to do something. We'll figure that out as we come to it. And then I've been looking at this more and more, and I like it. I like the way it looks. I think the more I look at it, the more I like it. The more I look at it. I'm gonna do a little flyby because I think it's better from certain angles. So if we do a little, I mean, that looks good to me. The mouth, the eyes, I really like it. So anyway, obviously we've got one, we've got two gateways or doorways, whatever you want to call them. We've got a third to do here, and this one I can see us, let's just land here. This one is, it's gonna, I can see us doing steps down here, because we're coming over the edge of the cliff, so I'm thinking steps coming down, probably a bridge. Oh yeah, maybe even a bridge. Oh, that's the one. A bridge coming across here, and this is where we put our enchanting table. Maybe the bridge comes across and we elevate up to an enchantment area up here somewhere. Right, okay. There's our plan. There's our plan for today. So we've got this to do, I might actually still do from the bridge a stairway down here, out like that, because I want to be able to get into this place on multiple different levels from different ways. And if we pop over this way, we can see, whoa, too far. There we go. So here we've got our nether portal through there, but this is our last gateway, and I think this is going to be the biggest. Looking at it now, I don't think, maybe this gateway isn't cobble. Maybe the walls come round and finish in to where our black is going to go shooting up, and this is one of our I don't know how we can, the tower I've got in mind, parts of it are gonna, I don't know, they might look like shards if I can get it to look right. Some shards going up. So I'm thinking now, I've only just thought of this, every time I look at these I get different ideas. So, you know, if we build it up here and we do a round leaning backwards, but up, nice high one, and then reaching down over there, that could work for us, and then this cobble wall finishes into it. So yeah, I think that might be a good way of doing this. So I'm going to get some stuff together, and I'm probably going to do this bridge type thing, gateway, in a time lapse, because I'm enjoying the time lapse at the moment. So I'm going to get some stuff together and do that, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Right, so this is the start we've made, and I think it's looking alright. Over here we've got to get some supports coming down. We've got to make this bridge part. We've got to make it make sense. We've got to add a little bit of detail roundabout. But the underside I think is looking pretty good. The sides have made a good start on them. We've got our pathway up, so I think that's working. And then we're going to have our enchantment area right in here. Now I'm thinking, I don't know whether to put a roof on this or some spikes or something coming out. I'll see how I feel. And then what else was I thinking? Yeah, some lighting going up this gangway, this pathway. I've got some torches underneath carpets, but I might get some fire hanging around somewhere. So yeah, I am gonna put that in another time lapse right now, and we'll see how we get on. Right, so we've done a little bit more work, and here is the start of it. So what we've gone for, we have I've started putting in some arches just leading up. Let's just get a couple of these in. We've got some arches up and over, which I'm not going to put a roof on it. I might do a little bit more detail to it, but we can still see out the sides. That's fine. We're not losing anything, and the arches, they're not an exact science. They're not exactly where in a set place to follow on from the next one, so that they're just 2, 3. yeah, they're just, you know, random. That's what we're going for. We're going for right. Ooh, nearly off the edge there. Let's get you and a bit more you. Right, and then here we go. 1, 1, 1, 1. Did we go one more? I think something like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, you see, they're getting smaller, so it's a little bit more difficult to keep the same shape as what we've got going over there. So let's just make some stairs with a fast running out of stone here. I've used a lot. Right, let's do that. Put you there, please. And we'll get you in there. Up and over. Beautiful. Right, let's just get the underside of this. Something like that. And then if we have a look here, we're coming up to right underneath it, so we need to get something like that. Let's get rid of them a second. Throw that in there. Where should we? We'll have that there. We'll come across and up. And if we go 1, is this gonna look right? Okay, so we're on our own, which is quite rare for this server, but you know, here's what it is. Right, so if I come up here, we'll do that. Like that, and there. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Now, okay, that's working. That's okay. So we're really gonna want maybe where are we? What do we do here? Maybe them. That could work. And then we do something like that. Send him up there. I think that works. Yeah. No. What will that look like? I think that'll be alright. Let's pop them in there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's working. That's working for me. Now our only problem is that this thing is completely even. So we might just throw a couple of little details around. Something like that. I can play around with this more off camera, but we'll just get a couple of little details in now, and we get to start seeing what it's going to look like. As I say, even though I'll play around with it a little bit, we'll get a good idea. So I like iron bars. I like the way they look in my builds, and because we're going for evil, I think iron bars do that. Yes. I haven't got the full dome on that. Oh, that. We'll have to figure that one out. So we want to go there, 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 and there. Now, what are we thinking? Thinking I like it, but I'm also thinking I might like if we go boom boom and a bam boom and no, like that and like that, and can we also do that? Does that work? The phone's going a bit mad. Discord. Right, that's working. That is working. So we have fast run out of time. I'm gonna do most of this off camera and figure out how it's going to connect into the actual build itself, whether we have some big doors or whether it's just open. How are we going to come down into here? How are we going to make this make sense? So we will figure that out, and yeah, that might take me a little bit of time to decide on that, because that is going to be quite important. And obviously up here we're going to have our enchantment area, and I still don't know what we're going to do over here. We might leave it open, we might just build up the sides a little bit. We'll figure it out, but this is coming together. It's a nice little addition to the base, and it's definitely a nice point of interest. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've liked, you know, press the button, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next episode, hopefully. Much love, guys. See you later.